Hey guys, it's Rob Gordon, the wingman out here at Topanga. Just had a really good light wind session on the 6-meter AFS Wilf and my Hyper 2 210. When I'm on the Progression 125, at my weight, it has to be really big waves, or I'm riding it more like a skate park. On that 210, I'm able to really get in the pocket and ride some waves. I'm here to do a tutorial on the Luffing 360 on a wave. I'll save you some suspense. I don't really land a clean one riding out on the wave in this video. I haven't really gotten a good one yet, and we'll talk about why I think that is. But I mentioned this last week in the last video, the jibe behind the back to get off the wave. I'm trying to put out more content, every week or so, and I figure we can work on this together. I'll give you the tips that I've got so far. It's a really cool trick. If you want to see a good version of this, we talked about him last week. Go to KV Foil, Kieran. He's representing us old dogs out there competing on tour. Rides for PPC. I don't know who else. But yeah, he's got a beautiful one riding off. But I'm trying out this new lav mic, and so we'll see how the quality is. I'm not super impressed with the sound quality yet, but in terms of just being able to cancel out the noise and not have to shout, I'm probably talking too loud because I'm used to talking for the other mic. We'll see how it is, and maybe I'll do a review on these some points. They're like $300, so $250, so hopefully they're good. Okay, so the Luffing 360 on the wave. For the purposes of this video, we'll assume the waves are breaking behind me, and then I'm going to be riding regular footed toward the camera on the wave. If you're goofy with the SoCal general wind direction, you might be riding toe side, and that will totally change things. If you're riding somewhere where the wind's coming from the other direction, then, you'd have to do it from, goofy side or toe side. When you start this trick, I would recommend you do it on flat water a few times and practice it on flat water. That's how I started with this trick. So flat water, you're riding along, get some good speed. In flat water, you're going to need more speed to glide you through the trick. So you get some good speed. You're going along pretty fast. Get the foil up pretty high so you have time to ride, and also you're able to go down and up. Then you start luffing, riding pretty quickly. Bring the wing behind you with the apparent wind speed, and then you're going to switch hands behind your back. You're going to push down on the front of the board, pop up, do your little 360, and then you're going to come around, repower the wing. Now you might have noticed here, my leash is already wrapped around me. So, just like last week, and just like I talked about for a long time in my waist harness review video, waist harness is the way to do this trick. It's the way to do a lot of tricks going forward, especially now with the handle passes. But the way I set up my waist leash is I put it on a rock climbing webbing belt with a carabiner, and I'm able to twist my waist harness around anywhere that I want it. For this trick, if you're luffing with your right hand, you want to move the waist leash over to your right hip, to your back hip. If you were doing left hand, you'd want to move it to the other side. So if I was going to do a tack, I would move the waist leash to my left side. If I want to do a jibe, I should have mentioned this last week, move it to your back hip. You need the waist leash. You're going along, get the wing behind you, switch hands first. This is a major tip that Kieran KV Foil gave me that changed everything in my progress on this trip. It feels weird to switch hands first, but when you do that, you're able to flip out of the trick, and then everything works better. If you don't switch out hands first, look what happens, right? You're riding along, you jump, you have to do like a handle pass midair or something. Gonna make it a lot trickier. There is one other option, which is you could grab the front handle with your hand palm up, and you could do this little twisty thing around. I haven't really messed with that too much. It feels a little insecure. You grab it palm face up, bring it over your head, and let your shoulder twist around. Pretty cool. Then the nice thing about that is you would have the hand in your back hand, and you would be able to continue to ride the wave. Pretty cool. Maybe I should try that on the wave a few times. I haven't really messed with it. To get started, I would recommend just switch hands first while you're riding, and then pop around and repower. When you're doing this on flat water, you are going to need to repower pretty quickly. Or if you're like me in these last two sessions, trying it on the wave, if you're not continuing to ride the wave out, you have to repower quickly. I'll tell you one of the things that makes this trick hard. When you're switching hands on this trick, right? Your backhand that you're luffing with is going to be palm down. And then you're going to grab the other one. The easiest way is palm up. If you were flexible enough and you could grab it palm down, that would make it a lot easier when you come around on the wing. I'm not really flexible enough to do that, so I grab it palm up, and then it does make it a little bit kind of hard to switch around my hands. Let's talk about the big pitfalls that can happen on this trick. When you switch hands, your hand is kind of up. It can tend to flip the wing over and you catch the wingtip. So as you're coming around, the wing wants to fall over, and then you're unable to like repower it. You have to kind of pull it out of the water. So if you can try and be cognizant of keeping the wing horizontal, that will really help. We'll show a couple examples of where that happens to me.
I had a pretty good execution on this jump, landed it okay, but you can see my wrist is bringing the wing over, the wingtip touches, the wing flips, and once it's over there, I don't have enough momentum to continue riding and flip it back over. Here's the one on flat water. Pretty good jump. I do a little grab on this one. We'll talk about that later. Landing is okay, but the wingtip flips, and then I'm just stuck, with the wing upside down. The other biggest pitfall to watch out for, in my opinion, is sinking the nose when you spin. It's really easy here. I'm jumping, and you see I get off axis, and I go straight nose down. That's one of the only ways you can really get hurt on this jump. You can see the waves aren't amazing on this day, but it's what I had to work with. A bigger wave would, give you a bigger chance of riding away. And on a bigger wave, you might be able to get away with a little bit more downward angle. But when you're doing this trick, try to stay level with the board, or even a little bit of back foot weight, a little extra back foot weight. Hopefully your board is really balanced. This board is not as balanced as my last VB surfboard. I don't know why, but the other board just used to land flat and really easy to land.
Once you're getting comfortable with the trick on flat water, then you can start trying it on the wave. And that's the last 2 days. I tried to do some on a wave. I landed 2 and was able to sort of ride out of them, but I wasn't able to keep going. When you're doing it on a wave, there's a couple of things that can be a problem. The wave is giving you power, right? You have to figure out where in the wave to throw the trick. If you ride down the wave pretty deep, it gives you a lot of speed, which can help you throw the trick because you have the speed. You have the speed to do the jump and to get around. But then when you land at that point, you're basically landing in flat water. There isn't that power of the wave behind you. So you're not able to continue riding the wave. What I tried to do today was to throw it a little sooner when you're actually in that meaty shoulder of the wave. But I didn't really have a lot of success. But I do think that if you want to ride out of the trick, you want to throw the 360 on the shoulder of the wave. So you want to get really in that meaty part of the wave, and then as you're coming down, you start to throw your trick, and then if you can land it correctly still in the pocket, you'll be able to get back on foil or stay on foil and continue riding the wave, and you can just luff the wing along, and you won't have to really quickly repower the wing. pretty cool idea. I haven't really successfully done that yet. The waves were pretty good yesterday, but I wasn't foiling very well. Today, the waves weren't really as powerful and long enough for me to do it. So yesterday, I tried on the 125, which gave me better speed and was able to get around faster. Today, I tried the 210 because I thought maybe I'd be able to stay in the meaty part of the wave better. And also, I thought it would have more lift to keep me on the wave. Now, what I think really didn't work out for me yesterday or today is my board is so small and I'm so fat. I'm like easily 200 pounds right now. The board's 65 liters tops. No, it's like 60 liters tops. And I'm just, when I'm coming around, the board is hitting the water. I'm going underwater and I'm just sinking. And so the foil's not able to re-engage.
Here's an example of that. You can see me go down to my waist on this one. I'm also, like, these are small waves, so I'm landing on the back of the wave. I'm not, like, staying on the wave itself. That's not helping. But yeah, I'd have to land pretty perfectly with this small board, almost on foil. And that's really a big ask. Here's some flat water ones just showing, how much I sink after I land those.
I think if I had a bigger board,
or if I was skinny. Let's be real, all these tricks are so much easier if you don't weigh a lot. If I do need to land on foil, that's so much easier for the foil to keep you up if you're light.
It would be really helpful because I would touch down, but the buoyancy of the bigger board would keep me up on the surface and the foil would still be able to engage. Maybe even the board would ride the wave a little bit to get me back on foil. I think that's the main reason I'm not riding out of these on the wave and I'm having to repower. Yeah, those are the main things that I wanted to talk about. I'm going to show some clips and dissect those because I think it'll be a lot easier to understand by looking at the clips.
So speaking of bigger boards, this is my last board, and my execution here is not even that good, but that little bit more buoyancy really does help me get going again, even though this is still sinking a little bit. And then I have to do a little heel side tack to add some style on the get out. This is yesterday on my 210. You can see me luff the wing. I'm going down the swell. I push down, I spin around, and then I quickly repower. I'm not able to stay on the wave, so I'm sinking a little bit, but I'm able to pump myself back up. Not ideal, but it is a success of sorts. Yeah, it looks they're sinking with the other little waves coming in. I think I do a little I do a little race jibe here to get out, and then I think I eat it right afterward. But let me break it down on the day before. This is on the 125, so a little faster foil. You can see I've got better glide. I'm already going faster. And then let's talk about the mechanics in slow motion. Here you can see I'm getting some speed, getting a little bit higher on the foil. And you can see here it's actually not a bad little wave. It's not breaking, it's not super steep, but it's a decent little swell. I'm luffing the wing, I'm dropping in, getting my speed. I probably got a little bit too low here, but I don't want to breach dropping in because there's the drop in right there. I'm already switching hands and you can see that there. I'm spotting my takeoff, I'm going down. I pull back up, keeping the board level, spinning around, trying to get my landing, already thinking about repowering the wing because I know I'm not really on the wave. You can see how there I'm on the shoulder of the wave. I'm not on the wave to continue riding off into the sunset. So what does Kieran do differently than me? Well, for one thing, he's a better wave rider than me for sure. And let's be honest, this is a better wave. He's really in the pocket. He actually does a little handle pass right at the end there, even though he changes his hand early. And he lands even in a better spot than he took off. It's really so smooth, and I'm jealous, and I'm really hoping to land one clean like this soon. I like the handle pass because then he's so confident that he's going to ride out of it. He does the handle pass, so he's not even worried about repowering.
The other thing I wanted to talk about, and I've been working on this a little bit too, is how to really style out this move. And that's by adding a grab. You're going along really fast. You start luffing. You're luffing the wing. You switch your hands. Now you look for a little piece of chop. You push down on the front of the board. You pop up off the chop. As you're going in the air, you grab between the feet as you're jumping around, and then you get back and you repower the wing. It's pretty dope. The other thing I've been trying to do is to use this as a kick out while riding a wave. So I've got a couple of clips of this too. You're going to go down the wave, get some really good speed. So this definitely works better. Well, I've done it on both foils, but it helps on a fast foil. So you go down the wave, you're getting your speed, you're going down the line, you carve back with speed, switch your hands, and then you go up and you see the whitewater, and you're going to hit the whitewater, do the grab, and then I was actually messing this up. I was thinking I was going to land going that way, but you could actually land back on the wave. Or you could maybe do a kick out where you land like toe side or something. There's a lot of variations.
You see, I'm carving, I'm getting a lot more speed on this, and then I go off the lip and throw the little grab. I over-rotate that one. I'm not thinking about it right. This one, I get a nice hop, and then I kind of land on the shoulder, but I'm at least facing the right direction where I could have landed on the wave. I have a couple of more. This one I don't even get in the air. I just kind of rotate around. This one actually, I think I hit the whitewater pretty nicely. Didn't get any air, but look, you could even just do a little spin back onto the wave. That could be cool. This one, I lost my front foot strap in the middle of the jump. That was a little hairy. And then this one right here, I get a pretty nice pop off it's not quite as much whitewater, and I'm over-rotating that one again.
I think we're going to see this style of riding really progress over the next year, right? You're going down the wave. You do this like little grab 360 off the lip, and you continue riding down in the whitewater. And then you're coming over and you're doing like another trick onto the wave. That's the future of foiling. It's not freestyle. It's not just wave riding. It's free wave. Free riding on the wave. That's going to be so cool. At a certain point, the flips and the jumps and stuff are going to get out of hand. Like jumping 30 feet on a wing, it's getting a little bit crazy. Or doing like a 1080 or a 1440 or a double front flip, like going to get a little bit too crazy. I'm old. I don't want to get hurt. Then I'm out for 6 months or whatever. So I think really cool, stylish, free wave is the future. Hopefully, I will land one of these soon on the wave and continue to ride. I'll post it on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, RobLawGord. Follow me on Instagram because that's how I can connect with you guys and show more footage. But yeah, I'm going to get one soon, post it up there. And then you guys, if you get one, tag me on Instagram. Show me it. Show me you guys trying this on the flat water. Let's get better together. I've got some projects in the work this year. They're a little hush-hush right now because I want to get them fully developed. I'm trying to develop something where we can interact and we can work on progressing together and pushing each other in a really positive way. Like, not like in a, oh, I got to do this first, or, oh, he did that, I got to do that, or he's going to be better than me, but in a way that's like, hey, what can we accomplish together? And also, let's just all be friends and have fun, right? Like, that's the coolest thing about foiling is foiling with your friends. So more info coming up on that soon. Try out the Luffing 360, try it on the wave. Let me know what you think. Peace out, guys. What a beautiful sunset.